Piero, why is a network so important?
Well, the reason why your network's so important, especially one of your dreams, is because meeting the right person can change everything like that. And what I'm talking about is if you probably look back at your life right now, if you're watching this, I promise you that the periods of your life where you improve the most, whether that's in how fit you are, whether that's in how like socially active you are, whether that's in your business life, it's probably the periods where you're around people that inspire you and are maybe a few levels above you. And I genuinely have seen this for my own life. If you look at my Instagram, if you look through my YouTube, my life has completely changed over the last year by surrounding myself around people that inspire me. I'm talking about people that literally used to be on my vision board 5-6 years ago. And now I hang out with them on a regular basis. What do you think that does to my mindset? What do you think that does to me as an entrepreneur? How do you think it would affect me? And how would it affect yourself if you're around people that just push you, people that inspire you, people that make you want to be better? I think it's the coolest thing on earth when you're just around people that actually are just striving for more and actually are maybe a few levels ahead of you. Because when you connect with people on like a value basis, on a belief basis, and you actually, this is important, you're still friends with them regardless of, what they've achieved, but they maybe have cool achievements themselves, your life honestly becomes so much more interesting. So for example, I get +1 to some of the coolest parties. I'm dressed up right now to go to a really cool exclusive party here in Cape Town. I'll put like a video of it. This stuff you can't just find tickets for. You can't buy your way into this. There's invite-only events with the most exclusive people, and the biggest deals happen between these networks. Now, you often see like, it's like the elites are against us. Well, it's not about people being against you, but the reason why people at the top make so much money and the reason why they're so fit and they're so successful is because they help each other. And so if you're looking at your life right now and you're thinking, I really want to actually just be around people that inspire me, that push me forwards, well, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to take some drastic change in your own life. You're going to have to look at your life and think to yourself, okay, who do I actually want to surround myself with? Who do I actually want to hang out with? Who do I want to have around me so that I feel constantly inspired, so I'm constantly pushed forwards for more and for greater? That's something that I actually want you to consider. Like to actually spend time and get crystal clear on your type when it comes to your network, your type when it comes to these people. Most of my business has actually grown primarily. I do YouTube, but that's mainly for my kind of my community, which is very accessible. It's very inexpensive and it's a very cheap investment. And that does not like actually fund this life where I'm driving around, I'm flying to really nice places. What funds my life is me helping and working with elite level entrepreneurs, and I mostly meet them and I mostly work through them. How? Through my network. And this is also the amazing thing about having an amazing network, because you'll just grow your business like that. I mean, if you're watching this and you're like, I have to get a YouTube and I have to grow my business through everything online. Well, most businesses traditionally, your parents' businesses, your grandparents' business, or any business you've seen, most of them have grown through traditional marketing or through word of mouth. That's traditionally how 99% of businesses have grown. It's only very recent, in the last 10 years, that businesses have grown through different types of online marketing. Right? Paid ads, YouTube, Instagram, these types of weird complex funnels. That's very, very recent. And so the reason I'm bringing this up is for you, if you actually want to improve your network, you have to become aware of your current network. I'm not saying you have to drop your friends. I'm still friends with all of my old friends. But for this like season of my life, I'm just connecting with more people that are driving forwards and are really pushing the accelerator pedal in the same thing that I'm pushing on. And it's really cool because we can help each other, we can inspire each other. And often you might see this stuff and it's like, I want a better network, but I'm not as good enough. Well, you might not be as good enough in a certain area, let's say business, but you can actually maybe contribute a lot of things to that person's life in other areas of their life. For example, you've got 4 categories of life: health, wealth, relationships, and spirituality and fulfillment. Well, I really help people with their relationships, with spirituality, and fulfillment. But I'm not really like a health guy. I'm not really a business guy, although I can maybe help a little bit with that. And I'm bringing this up because when I meet people that are very successful financially, I don't feel subpar in any way because I can add a lot of value just in different areas of their lives. And there's kind of like a transaction there where they maybe help me in other areas of my life. And so this requires critical thinking. This requires you to think outside the box and to look at the picture and think, how can I help this person in other ways? And often I hear beginners and they're like, oh, I have no idea how to start. How do I start building a network? Well, the thing is, if you ask yourself, when was the last time someone reached out to you to invite you to something really cool to grow your network? It was probably quite rare. You probably can't even remember. So I hear like a lot, I work with a lot of communities and I hear a lot of people say, oh, I never where do I start? Well, start by inviting people to this. Like, you can build your own network. You're completely in control of your own reality. But you have to take your reality by the balls. You have to go after that network that you want. You have to figure out who exactly do I want. And you have to figure out ways to hang out with that person and make it win-win. We all have businesses that are win-win. The reason why Alex Hormozi has become so fucking successful is because his whole philosophy is win-win. It's like, if I give as much free content as possible, how can I the rewards come back tenfold? And that's why I made $100 million in a day. It's the same for me. I try and give as much free content as I can, and then it comes back in other ways. I get people come to me to work with me one-on-one. I have a lot of people join my community. That comes back to me in a different way. Now, yeah, those people maybe get better results because they actually take the action, but this results, like, all the information is technically out there for free. It's often the accountability, it's often the actual, like, one-on-one stuff. That's actually what gets answered in this one-on-one stuff and in these, like, group communities, for example, Raw Doggers. But still, all the information is out there. It's completely for free. How to build your network, how to build events, how to host them, how to make sure everyone has a really good time, how to make sure that, whoever you're with looks up to you regardless of who you are right now and your actual value, how to detach from social thing. All of that stuff's out there for free. But what's not out there is like you actually taking action. And that's the most important thing. If you've spent, 5-10 minutes watching this video, make sure you implement something that you've learned from this video into your own life. Make sure that you actually get crystal clear on your network that you want. Make sure you get crystal clear on the values of those different people so that it doesn't just become purely transactional. You actually connect on a deep basis. Make sure you get crystal clear on the value you can provide to those people by thinking outside the box and being critical about it and thinking critically about it rather than just doing the classic, I'm also in crypto, bro. That boring shit does not work. How do you add fun to someone's life? These are the questions you need to ask yourself. And the sooner you can do this, the sooner you're going to become way more successful because you'll just be around people that inspire you, invite you to cool things, build your business. They want you to fucking win. Just like I do. I want you to win. If you really want yourself to win, join our fucking Raw Doggers community and join over 320 people so far that are really, really pushing for better in their lives. They've committed. They're actively working on improving their life, getting better at storytelling, getting better at networking, getting better at dating, getting better at how confident they are, understanding frame controls, detaching from social things. This is not classic marketing bullshit. This is actual real pragmatic skills that I teach fucking billionaires that I'm teaching you guys for $47 fucking dollars a month. It's insane. So if you actually want that, join. If not, take action. I've told you how exactly you can do it in this video, but like right now. But if you don't take action, you've just wasted all of this time. So make yourself proud, make me proud, go implement this stuff into your life, and I'll see you on the next one.